$94,841 in Bitcoin. When it comes to Ethereum, it is currently up 16. Nothing has changed for us. Let's face it, the theory, which is currently trading at 3273 XRP, is just below resistance, with a total market value of $2.49. And it hasn't moved. Look, in these markets, money is simply being moved around. Right now, we're witnessing that. Money is moving from one cryptocurrency to another. No new money is entering, which is exactly what I firmly believe will happen. Until we get the change, I believe we'll wait for Trump to take office so Gensler can step down and get some clear policies and regulations, something like that, that will allow the institutions to jump in. Until then, though, we'll have Biden out of Trump and Gensler out of Paul Atkinson. I'm fine with the likelihood that no more money will enter the cryptocurrency space. Examine XRP at 250. It has taken its small step. As I previously stated, I am really optimistic about Q1, and after just 12 days, XRP has already surged higher. This is going to be one of the most crazy years of your life, Cardano says. I released this XRP chart. Right now, we're waiting on support. I'll explain it to you. The supporting green line is 250. For a long time, we discussed the 230 to 250 range on this channel. We experienced a breakout. We started. Right now, we're seated. To continue the bullish trend up to the next support levels, we need to be able to transform 250 into support and avoid breaking below it. We are examining a pretty basic issue. We touched it yesterday at $2.60 on a wick, as you can see. Then that is broken. How much do $2.72 add up to? We've been talking about 272 for a while, and I've already given you the formula: break 250, then attack 272 after 272 is broken. We aim for $3. It's that easy. You don't need to be familiar with any magical charts. These bizarre triangles are not necessary for you to view. These weird squigglies are being squeezed by these crazy Fibonacci levels. It's not that difficult, and we don't need to complicate resistance support. That's all. That's it, people. We have to take care of that. This is your chart for XRP. We're just relaxing at support, as you can see. We might have a meltdown today. We might be breaking up right now. Regarding the movement, it is quite neutral. This is quite impartial. The reversal happened to us. Up there, we made a strong move. Our maximum profit-taking level was approximately 254, and at this point, our goal is simply to hold and increase. Let's take a brief look at the H-bar. It's been a while since we discussed H-bar. 30 cents is going to be a pain in the butt. It's cold. We can get up, as you can see. Until it's time to shift the 4-hour on H-bar, which is hardly bearish, we'll anticipate a price reversal that is situated between 33 and 38. However, the bullish and bearish indicators, the prime score, the private score, the Dutch, and the 1 day in a month are all resting at bullish. It is really pessimistic. I anticipate that these altcoins will all launch at precisely the same moment. We'll hold off till Bitcoin arrives. We're going to receive fresh funding. Everything is going to blow out. However, keep in mind that Bitcoin goes first. Many have been yelling. The season is over. The season isn't over yet. It's not seasonally appropriate. The fact that one or two cryptocurrencies moved does not necessarily mean that the season is over. Alright, we need Bitcoin to take off. To reach 120, we need Bitcoin. All of those lofty goals must be forgotten. Bitcoin is all that is required to surpass 100,000. With the market makers holding it, it is currently between 90 and 100. Next, we have David Schwartz. He informed you that the institution's inability to forget will be the primary motivator here. Do you recall our initial meetings following the closing of the deal? We were all seated on the same side of the table, and I must admit that we connected with several people. Simply put, They've been a fantastic team to work with the technology. They have created this amazing market for custody, which is expected to reach a size of around $10 trillion by 2030. As tokenization increases, this market will only continue to develop, with institutions serving as the primary drivers. Therefore, you need a location to keep it. If stablecoins and CBDCs grow as much as we anticipate, consumers will require additional storage space. They will require access to liquidity, payments, and on-ramps and off-ramps. Everything will sort of fit together. It's similar to what banks discovered in the early days of Ripple, you know. Speaking with banks also taught me that many of them don't give a damn about payments. You may ask yourself, what do banks do? They claim that we want you to deposit your money with us and then sort of leave it there. They also claim that payments are costly and delayed and that customers complain when we are unable to complete them. Therefore, we just won't be very good at making payments. We'll be a fantastic bank, but we'll struggle with payments. And they rapidly discover that you are not a stranger. If a bank is incompetent at making payments, why would I retain my money there? And what they found is that I will not go to a bank for a loan if I do not keep my money there. In the past, if you needed a loan, you would go to your neighborhood bank, with whom you had a virtual personal relationship. No one does that. That's it. David told it to you directly. The primary forces will be the institutions. What are we preparing? We're preparing for a bull run in institutions, ETFs, and even banks. The big money is on its way in. If Trump declares there are no taxes on cryptocurrency, that is the most bullish signal we can get in the bull cycle. Anticipate a significant shift in capital from the stock market to the cryptocurrency market if that occurs. This was released the other day by Credible Crypto. Look, he says, we might give that orange zone, roughly the 217 level, another chance. He returned when we refused to accept it. We might be dealing with a breakout, he says. Yes, it is correct. We are currently on uplook 250. We can keep pressing upwards if you hold it and flip it. The higher the price of XRP rises before Bitcoin breaks out, the higher the price of cryptocurrency will be during this bull cycle. XRP also broke out, he stated. All of these other accounts are visible to you. Those who have detested and disparaged XRP for years and years are beginning to join the trend. It's to be expected that we're quite new. Next, there is breaking news. Analysts predict that the US SEC will approve the Solana and XRP ETFs this year. We anticipated this. The only question is when. We can get some ETFs on XRP and Solana if we can get the right timing on these if the markets break out, and if we are in the middle of a gorgeous push-up with Bitcoin reaching, 150 to 225, all currencies running. What do you believe will happen to most of the money? It will raise those prices to a certain point. You never even considered bringing up the topic of XRP's decline to $10. Would you like to discuss Solana reaching $1,000? Bring on the institutional funds and the ETFs. That's how easy it is. Let me go to Wisdom Tree and get this. The Wisdom Tree is it. You are aware of their identities. Check them out, people in financial firms. They believe that all it takes for XRP to flip a Bitcoin is for it to increase in value by 20 times the present price, or they support ETFs. Although Bitcoin moves slowly, it prioritizes security and decentralization for the future, whereas XRP effectively makes it a formidable candidate for real-time payments. Will XRP be able to catch up? It claims that XRP needs a market capitalization of $1.9 trillion to compete with Bitcoin. We are currently 99% there when it comes to regulatory clarity for widespread adoption. Ecosystem expansion discusses the RLUSD in the Market Sentiment Wisdom Tree and on the Ethereum and XRP ledgers. Who are they? ETP models and solutions are provided by this straightforward financial services provider. They all also provide tokenized assets, mutual funds, and exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Their headquarters are in New York City, and they provide investment advising services across the US, Europe, Canada, and Japan. People, Wisdom Tree is aware of the XRP ETF. This year, there will be a significant influx of institutional capital into XRP.